This is a Hot Mess Express vlog. Welcome to it. Let's get started. Good morning, YouTube. It is, I don't know what day it is. I'm trying to check my watch. It is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it's Tuesday, August 23rd, and I am slowly making my way into my classroom this morning. Dusty, who is in the car next to me, we are leaving the house, but he has that drill that I need at work. If you've watched my last few vlogs, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go to his work and get it. That way I can say hello to the people. Hello. I love you. I'll see you in a few minutes. That way I can hang some stuff up. So we're gonna get the drill, probably get some coffee because we got home from New Jersey last night at like 10:30. Not late. The reason I'm exhausted is we drove in torrential downpour literally the entire way. I will post a super short video I took. I don't mind driving in rain. Like, it wasn't nerve-wracking. It was just frustrating because it really added a lot of time. So we were supposed to be home at 6:15, but it literally took us I'm gonna take out dinner. It took us 3 hours longer to get home because of the rain. The nice part is, as you can see, I'm loaded up. This is all stuff I brought from my parents' house because Dusty and I are temporary empty nesters. If you're a longtime follower, you know that I have 2 dogs. My dad is like newly retired and lonely and bored and has been dying for a dog. And my mom's a teacher. She's going back to work soon. He's like, when I took them down, we planned on bringing them back. And my dad was like, do you want to leave them here for a few weeks? And I was like, I don't know. But then I thought about it, and Dusty and I have a few weekend trips we've been wanting to do, but we don't do it because I don't board the dogs with anybody but my parents because they love my parents. So we just have a lot of stuff going on. So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity, and it's a great opportunity for everybody. My dogs are living their best life right now. They are so spoiled. So yeah, I will talk to you guys when I get in my room. Hey there, you guys. Before we jump any farther into today's vlog, I just wanted to take a second to talk to you about the sponsor of this video, and that is FlexiSpot. FlexiSpot was kind enough to send me the FlexiSpot Komar all-in-one standing desk, and you guys, I am obsessed. Literally obsessed. I don't know how I've spent 6 years teaching without this because I have already used it every day that I've been setting up my classroom, and that's just for setup. Komar all-in-one standing desk features this really cool keypad right here, and it has everything that you need right in one spot. It has 3 USB ports, one of which is Type C, and then 2 of which are your regular standard Type A's. That way you can plug in anything you need to. Additionally, on this keypad here, you have 4 presets, so you can set the desk to any height that you want, and if it's like a regular height that you use every single day, you are able to set it as a preset. For myself right now, I have number 1 as my standing height, number 2 as my sitting height, which is where we are right now, and I have number 3 as my vlogging height. So when I vlog and I want the camera right at eye level, I push number 3 and it puts the camera right where it needs to be, and I don't have to sit there and adjust anything. I've already set it and it is perfect. So you don't have to use just your presets. You are able to adjust it manually using these arrow buttons right here. This keypad keeps everything right in one location, and it is so intuitive to use. My Komar all-in-one standing desk features a beautiful glass top, and I opted for white. Now, I have a little secret. I have actually written on this quite a few times with dry erase marker because I did not have a pad of paper in order to take a real quick note. So I use dry erase marker and an erase. So that is not one function that they tell you, but that is definitely a benefit. In addition, this glass top, it is durable, and honestly, like, you guys, it is stunning. Now, the Komar all-in-one standing desk is obviously just that, is a standing desk. Most of the footage I've shown you so far is of me sitting at the desk, but as a teacher, at the end of a long day of testing, I am so sick of sitting, so my favorite part of this desk is the fact that you can use it while standing, and all it takes is a push of 1 button. You can adjust it manually by using those arrows that I showed you on the keypad earlier. For myself, I have preset number 1 set for my standing height, so all I'm gonna have to do is push number 1, and the desk automatically rises to my preferred standing height. Like I said earlier, I also have one of my presets set. That way when I am vlogging, my camera is right at eye level. The Komar all-in-one standing desk has a height range of 28.3 inches to 47.6 inches, making this the perfect adjustable desk for anyone of any height. Now, obviously, this is a little bit tall for me. I am only 5'5", but if you are on the taller side, this may be a perfect height for you. Unfortunately, I am not this tall, so we're gonna go right back down to my preferred standing height again with the push of one button. And then there's those days where you spend all day on your feet, walking around the classroom, helping students, doing what you do best, and you really just wanna take a seat. So all you have to do is push the down arrow to get the desk right to where you want it, or you can push your preset button. With the touch of one button, my desk is lowering to working height, and I am hands off. I am free to circulate the classroom, write on the board, do whatever I need to do while the desk does what it needs to do in order for me to be comfortable and successful. And just like that, I am seated and working comfortably. Now, not only is this desk beautiful, but it's also functional. FlexiSpot was brilliant enough to include a drawer tucked right underneath the desk. In addition to being spacious, this desk drawer is also nearly invisible. Unless somebody tells you it's there, you would never know. I cannot thank FlexiSpot enough for being the sponsor of today's video. This desk is going to make teaching so much more enjoyable. Not only is it beautiful, but now I get to be more comfortable when I teach because I have the option of whether I want to sit or stand. If I need to move my body, I am able to. Now, if you want to get your hands on your own FlexiSpot desk, I do have a discount code. It will be linked in the description down below. If you follow that link, it will earn you $30 off your purchase of your own FlexiSpot desk. Now, if you do it, you have to tell me because I want to know how much you love it because I guarantee that you will. Alright, so I just spent about 20 minutes of my life trying to hang those shelves, and it was a total waste of time because, one, they were level when I marked them on the wall, and the holes on the back of the shelf are not level. They're like off just enough that it looks like absolute dog crap. Also, they're different depths, so it looks like dog crap. So basically I just drilled 4 holes in the wall for nothing, and I'm gonna pull them out and patch those holes and paint over them in the future because it looks terrible. What a waste of time. 20 minutes of my life I can never get back. So we're gonna go work on something that I know how to do, which is bulletin boards. So we're gonna go work on that because I'm trying not to lose my mind.
Do you have a Band-Aid?
I do. They are...
Just cut my finger. I don't do well with blood, so I'm like, all right, I gotta cover this
No,
up.
we've got them.
Oh my gosh, I love your organization here.
So right now it is just the white on white basically. I do like how light and airy it is, but it definitely needs that second border. So I'm gonna do the scalloped double border. We have this mauve color, we have this green color. So I'm probably gonna open both. I don't know, I'm gonna set both there and then we're gonna decide. And not that you guys can help me, but I wanna know your opinions. I don't know, from far away, I think I like that mauve just because it's so different from the wall. And then these are gonna be white, so I feel like we're gonna go with the mauve. That's what we're doing. If you guys like the green better, let me know. But I'm thinking that looks better overall. The bulletin board is done, except that I'm gonna turn it around, you can kind of see it. There is a gap in the middle because they pieced together like 2 of the corkboard parts. So because this is half word wall, half concept map, I'm thinking of just splitting it in half anyway. So what I'm thinking is just running a border down the middle. Yeah, so we're gonna have to order another one. I'm thinking of doing this and then scalloping either side. So basically breaking this into 2 separate boards. Alright, so their milk crates are done for binders. I am hoping that I have enough. There are 12 to 14 in each bin. I do need to put their block numbers on there, but these are finished for now. I was thinking of taking them and moving them from here and putting them under there, but they are fine. what I'm thinking of doing in the meantime is eating some food, and then alright, so I don't know where I left off with that last clip because an old friend of mine that I have not seen in years was knocking at my door and I was so excited. So I don't know where I left off, but that's fine. I'm currently going to eat a snack super quick and then we're gonna get back to it. So I will talk to you guys in a few seconds. Room is coming along. My heart's not in it. I'm excited to come back to school. Classroom setup, I'm not feeling it this year. I think it's because it's been so butchered. You know, I started it, stopped for surgery, started again, left for New Jersey. Starting tomorrow, I can't come in because I have to go drive to Southern Maine to pick up my camera bag from my parents because they're driving it up to me. And then Thursday I can come in, and then Friday I can't because I have a car appointment to get my oil changed up. It's so broken up that it's hard to get into it. I honestly think I just need to take a break from this and go home and work on planning and prep because I'm not being productive. I'm basically just moving messes from one location to another, and that's all that I'm doing. So I think I'm just gonna straighten up and get out of here for today. So I started cleaning up this area a little bit. This is not how it's staying. I have to bring in my plants and kind of see what I'm gonna do with that. I wanna get like a fake plant to put right here to hide that because I hate cords. Started cleaning up some of that stuff down there. I keep my like extra stash of bins back behind this little rolling shelf because it keeps it from going too far back, but it's also like a really great little hiding place. So just, it's slowly coming together. And then we got this bulletin board up today. We also got our milk crates done. So not a lot was done today, but we also hit a lot of roadblocks. Let me turn off all these lights. We had a ton of roadblocks today, and that's life. It is what it is. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, August 24th. I'm getting ready to go into school and I'm super excited. I'm feeling good today. I have zero expectations about how the day is gonna go. That way I don't end up irritated like I was yesterday. I'm not staying super long today. It is currently 7:50. I'm gonna load up the car and head over because my dad, I can't remember if I told you guys this yesterday, but I'm a photographer on the side and I have a session tomorrow and 2 sessions this weekend. And I left my camera bag at my parents' house in New Jersey. So my dad is meeting me in Southern Maine to get my camera bag. My dad also took my dog, so I'm giving him, not permanently, please don't think I like rehomed my dogs, it's very temporary, like giving him a box of like with their bed and the toys and their water canister and all that stuff. So I'm gonna load up the car and we're gonna head over to school, and I will check in with you guys once I get in there and settled and figure out what I'm doing with the day. I have mascara on my eyelid. I don't even care. It is what it is, whatever. This is a Hot Mess Express vlog. Welcome to it. Let's get started. I got the desk here. Those boxes right there. I'm gonna attempt to get it built. I look ridiculous. I am sweating. It is so humid. So, I have to sneeze. This nose is killing me. My dad texted me. He is about 2 hours out from Portland, so I am going to basically just clean up. I'm gonna stop and see Dusty on my way because I have to drive past where he works. So I'm gonna stop and see him, and then I'm gonna hit the road. But I'm already loving this table because vlogging is so much easier, you guys. Like, I could raise this and it would be perfect. But I'm in love with it. Like, so happy. It is really cool, and I just love how sleek looking it is. Like, I'm obsessed. So anyway, I'm gonna get this mess cleaned up and then I'm gonna hit the road. Unfortunately, I really didn't get much done today, but that is nature of the beast, sometimes things don't always get done. I wish they could, and I wish they would, but today was just not one of those days, and I knew that coming into this. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. We are learning as we go. No one on my team has ever used binders, so I am a guinea pig for binders for my students. I still have marble notebooks that they can use, which is what we did use a little bit last year. But this year we're gonna try binders. So I got them all binders with dividers. They don't have to buy anything. I'm providing those for them. So I wanted them because I typically, like with their notebooks, I would hand them out as they came into the room and then we would collect them. And I wanted a way to have my students be able to have their name on them without writing them on the binder. So I did this. So on my iPad in Procreate, I created like a little doodle notes page. I will show you actually what it looks like. So this is what I ended up drawing for the doodle notes page, and then I just put this text box in there and I have like our block numbers. I went through all of my class lists and put their names on here. That way they can sit and color these on the first, second, third day, whatever day we end up setting up our binders. That way it has some personality to it, but I also don't have to search for their name. It is right clear as day in the middle. I know exactly which bin they're going in because it has their block number and everything. So this is what I came up with for that. I also am working on our schedule cards, and I don't necessarily have like a retro theme going by any means. However, I have some retro things and then I have some things that are just still very neutral, like boho. And I want a cross between the two. I don't love the full retro. I think it's too busy for some of the things that are out. I also don't want the full boho because I do feel like that is super dated. This is why I typically go with like color schemes and just, you know, switch out a few pieces just to match whatever theme is going, but I don't necessarily do a theme. But I will turn around and show you what our schedule cards look like currently and what I'm thinking. So these are our schedule cards currently. I keep getting this error. Okay. They're all these just like really nice neutral tones, which I absolutely love. Do not get me wrong. However, I also have, let me see. These are our flip cards for this year. These are my date cards. I am thinking of matching these solid colors to our date cards. So like instead of having this, you know, brownish color, I will maybe pull this blue color and this mustardy kind of color and this mauve color. And that's what I'm kind of leaning toward doing. That way they do match, but it's not like overly retro type of vibe. Once I take everything out to spray it and cut it and all that good stuff, I will show it to you then. So in the meantime, I'm gonna knock this stuff out and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, I did it and I am obsessed. So again, I had these like cream colored slides for before, so this is what they look like. They do have like this cute little pattern, but nobody can see it where they are on the board anyway. This is what I ended up with and I love it. It is still super calm and they're not necessarily neutral, but they're still just very light, airy colors. So this is like a very light off-white, and then I have this like minty color with the mustard, a deeper like peachy kind of color, and then it cycles back through. So this is our schedule. I'm gonna get all this stuff run off, get it all done. I need to find my laminating sheets. Hopefully everything's here. I just finished, so I did 24 pages of lamination, all 12 months, 31 days, and 7 days a week in less than 8 minutes, including setting up the blanket. And I even, just to show you guys the difference, I did 2 pages in the flat spray paint versus the matte. Really, there's no difference. So if you can't find matte, flat works. Just make sure it's crystal clear. That is the most important thing, is that it has to be clear. I'm currently waiting on these to dry. The beautiful thing about this is it dries within like a minute. I should have done it before, but you guys, the sun is directly behind me. You can kind of see the top edge, like, so this is how it was before. You can see the sun reflecting, and this is now, there is zero reflection. So these two were done with the flat paint, and then these, same thing, you can see how harsh that sun reflection is. These were done with the matte. You can see it's a little bit more shiny. Nobody recommends this one, but keep that in mind. If you want absolutely no sheen, no reflection, you want flat. So now that this is done, I'm gonna get these back onto their binder rings. That way they can go up in my classroom. This is the retro date set. These are up in my TPT store. I am in love with them. I think they are adorable. You can put them up with magnet tape like I do, or you can hole punch like I also do and use them as flip cards. So just a little word of advice. When your honey comes home from work and delivers your favorite drink from Elevate, some blueberry pie, literally heaven in a cup. So I'm back in my house and I just cut these, and I wanted to show you the difference between the matte and the flat. So the left side is matte and the right side is flat. So you can kind of see the difference in the reflection between the two. The flat is definitely less reflective. So if you just wanted like a visual comparison, that is the difference between the two. It is currently Friday afternoon. It is almost 3 o'clock. No, it's 2 o'clock. I just got to school. I came in super late because I had the appointment to go get my car tire fixed today. So it's not terrible. I just have to pull staples out of these. That's why this is on the floor. One of them's going in my co-teacher's room, one is mine. Stuff that needs a home. Haven't painted yet. Probably not gonna get to it, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Need to rehang that because it was crooked and driving me bananas. And I just need to straighten up. So that's what we're gonna do today. You guys, I am so happy that I went with the colors from my date cards instead of doing like that same pattern. I am so glad that I pulled the same colors from it. I love how like simple it is, super quick to read, everything's a different color, and I'm just, oh, I'm so happy with it. I can put on TPT if anybody wants them. I don't plan to unless like they are requested. My daily bins and our turn-in bins are done. This is what it looks like. So each block has a drawer, and they know, I will tell them if it goes in the drawer, they just come put it in there. I still have stuff in here from last year, so that's fun. But these are done. They go on that white IKEA shelf over there. And then my daily drawers are done. These are where I put my copies for the week. So I have my Monday through Friday, and then my next week drawer, which really just ends up becoming extras, but that's fine. It is amazing how productive I am when I am like on a time crunch. I do really well when I procrastinate. Really well. It's kind of annoying. I wish I could just do this normally. Coming to you live from Classroom Setup. I am going to share my favorite tips. I share this every year at Classroom Setup. This is what I do to save product and to save my sanity. So for supplies, my students have free access to anything that they want or need. Unfortunately, that can also mean that at times things go missing. So I keep a homeless crayons drawer. So every year I have to fix these labels. These are all coming off, but every year I start the crayon drawer with some fresh crayons. I always empty a box or two in here. Any crayons that are found on the floor, students know at cleanup time, they can go right in the drawer. Students also know that they need a red crayon and they don't have one. They can come to the drawer and they have free reign of this. They don't have to ask. I always tell them, go adopt a crayon. It is homeless. It needs some love. It needs a new family. Go check the drawer. So my students know that they can come here anytime they need to and check the drawer for crayons. So this whole system is new for us this year, but I have used the same premise in previous years. I always save marker caps. So if a student brings me a dried out marker, we save them for recycling purposes anyway, but the first 2 or 3 of a certain color, I will pull the caps off and hold on to them. These drawers are perfect because they're deep enough that not only do they hold markers, but they come with dividers, and I keep extra caps in the back. That way if a student comes to me and says, Miss Moro, I can't find the caps to my blue marker, boom, they've got caps. And along the same lines, same thing with glue sticks.
This town's so lame.
I really hope the camera caught that. The box just gave out when I was carrying all of these magazines.
I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there. We can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio.
It is currently 4:45 and I want to go home. I still have to pick up groceries, so I am going to call it a day and I'm going to end this vlog off here. I have one more day of classroom setup. Well, 2 more days, 1 more week. But next week is a teacher work week. So I have Monday and Tuesday, and then we are required to report back to the classroom, which I am so excited about. I talked with one of my co-teachers today with some planning stuff, and I'm just feeling ready, rejuvenated, revived, all of that good stuff. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for your support, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Oh yeah.